Dry, cracked skin during the winter burdens a lot of different people. And if you look online for help, or if you're not getting advice from a dermatologist or a licensed esthetician, it can feel really overwhelming because everyone's throwing product names at you and you don't know where to spend your money or what you should trust. Today, we're going to talk ingredients, the ones that from a scientific perspective are shown to help the skin, so that you don't just have to rely on a brand, you can actually turn and learn those ingredient labels, know what to look for so that you can make choices that will benefit your skin. And just to help you out, I will be making some product recommendations, but I want you to focus on the science of the ingredients for these. The 3 ingredients that you should look for, either all in the same product or separately in isolation, are ceramides, shea butter, and jojoba oil. But you do need to keep in mind that the root cause of the dry, cracked, flaky skin is really the thing that you need to understand, as well as the location. Is this happening on the face? Is it on the hands? Or is it like the elbows and other areas of the body? The reason it's so important to know the cause and the location is because they can be so different. For instance, if you have a mineral or vitamin deficiency, such as iron deficiency, or you're not absorbing your omega fats properly, your skin could be overly dry, and no amount of products are really going to help that in the long run. It needs a dietary change. If you have something like a fungal infection that's on the hands or the feet, moisturizers and products really aren't going to stop that skin from peeling. You need to go to a medical professional and get the fungus under control. Do you have eczema or psoriasis, which can be considered autoimmune or even genetic disorders? You might need a prescription for those, or you might need to understand what your triggers for a flare-up are and try to avoid those. Is it just contact dermatitis in disguise, meaning your skin is overreacting negatively to an ingredient that you come in contact with? In that case, forget the moisturizer, just get rid of the irritant. If it is just the change of seasons, the weather, and the fact that you take scorching hot, burn your skin off your bones showers, then potentially moisturizers and colder showers can help. But let's talk about the moisturizers and hydrators I just mentioned so that you know how they work, which one is right for you, and some of the products that you could look for. The first one is one of my favorites for already oily or acne-prone skin. It's jojoba oil. And I want to talk about why I like that because, note, not all oils are hydrating. Many oils like to sit on top of the skin. They kind of smooth things over. But jojoba is a little bit different. You see, our skin naturally has oils in it. Our skin naturally has fats, and that fat is called sebum. But it's not just made up of pure oil. It's made up of a bunch of different things that help our skin function naturally. For some of us, the sebum in our skin can overproduce and make our skin look oily even if we're dehydrated deeper down. Or for others who do have issues, whether it's genetics, whether it's products, or whether it's the weather, their skin doesn't produce enough oil and is still dehydrated. The thing that I like about jojoba oil is that it naturally mimics the sebum that's already found in our skin. Sebum is made up of fatty esters, it's made up of cholesterols and waxes and oil, but the jojoba oil naturally mimics that oil part. My favorite one is from Trader Joe's. It's like $6. You can find products that have jojoba infused in a vehicle along with other things, but because it really mimics what the skin already creates, it really absorbs nicely into those outer layers and smooths them over, and then it's also very, very lightweight. So if you don't like the feeling of a bunch of stuff on your skin, just use a little bit, spread it all around, and it absorbs super nice. Shea butter also works really well, and it usually has a bit of a thicker feel. For those who have a naturally dry skin type or really struggle with dryness and like that occlusive feel, shea butter might be the answer. What's super great about shea butter is that it does have fatty acids in it, as well as vitamins A and E, which are really nourishing to the skin. And not only does it get absorbed into those outer layers of the skin, but it also kind of sits on top of the skin, and it gives you that thick feeling because it is actually creating a barrier. That barrier is great because it can stop other things from bothering your skin and getting in, as well as stop your skin from losing things, specifically hydration. Shea butter is pretty inexpensive. You can get it wherever. For those who are prone to acne, it usually does not break people out because it has that vitamin A in it. People who have rosacea or eczema are usually pretty okay with it. And an inexpensive drugstore option is from SheaMoisture. They are a fantastic line. They're cruelty-free. A lot of their products are really great. So again, turn and learn those ingredient labels and pick one that's right for you. Ceramides are amazing, and they naturally make up about 50% of our skin. A lot of them are found in the stratum corneum, that outer layer of the epidermis. Dermis means skin and epi means top. So that's kind of like these series of outer layers, but that very outer one is the one that sloughs off. And unfortunately, if your skin is not functioning properly, you can have issues where the hydration that should stay in there is just being let go. It's called transepidermal water loss. Trans meaning across or like transport, epi again meaning the top, and dermis meaning the layer of the skin. So your water is escaping across the top layer of your skin. Ceramides are produced by the skin to hydrate and nourish it and to stop that from happening. But obviously, if your skin isn't doing that so well, you're going to have issues such as dryness or flaking. In your skin, ceramides like to hang out intracellularly. Intra meaning between, and cellular relating to the keratinocytes of your skin. So naturally, you can kind of think of them as like ceramide blankets for each one of your special little skin cells. And unfortunately, things like the weather, having a bad skincare routine, stripping your skin, or even just the process of getting older can stop our skin from producing enough of its ceramides on its own. And of course, for skin that is lacking those ceramides, replenishing them is a great idea. CeraVe is a very popular ceramide moisturizer. It's at the drugstore. It's not personally my favorite. The one that I found that really absorbs into and nourishes my skin best is from Good Cera. It's the Good Cera Super Cream. I also prefer the ingredients list on that one, but again, that's why you're watching this video, to know what ingredients or keywords to look for. And there are different kinds of ceramides, different numbers. To my knowledge at this point, I wouldn't pay extra for a specific one because they all seem to work pretty well. Now that I think about it, there's actually a line from SkinFX that's called the Barrier Plus line, and I'm pretty sure that they combine all three of these ingredients, or it might just be the ceramides and shea butter. Either way, that's also a really good option if you like SkinFX, and if that's something you want to use. SkinFX also has an Eczema Plus line. So back to the beginning. It depends on what is causing the dryness, the flakiness, the crackness, and the peel of your skin. Knowledge is power. Share this video with someone who has dry, flaky skin, and be sure to that like button and whoosh, that subscribe button if you haven't already. Always remember to be beautiful inside and out, and there's another video here on some skin science that you should watch and enjoy. Always remember to be beautiful inside and out, and I cannot wait to see you in this here video. Love you guys. Bye.